Mali is unsurprisingly one of the hottest countries in the world. And as you head out in the northeast, out into the scrubland and into the desert, in some places it's exactly what you would expect the edge of the Sahara to be like, with dunes and scrubland. Temperatures reaching around 50 degrees. I think the hottest day it was over 50 degrees. There was no wind, and when temperatures are like that, you're absolutely operating at the edge of what people can tolerate for any period of time. The most demanding patrol that we did, and the one that will stick with me, and I think with all of those on the operation, was Operation Makara 2, which was right at the end of the deployment. And that was a patrol, as the crow flies, about 250 kilometres to a town called Menaka, which is out to the southeast of Gao. And of course, it was 250 kilometres as the crow flies, but as you drove 100 kilometres down a road, down a tarmac road, you then cut cross country. And that, I think, took us around 500 kilometres to actually cover the ground, all of which, after that first 100 kilometres, was cross country. So that was through scrubland, over dried up waddies, on a couple of occasions having to use winches to tow trucks of the heavier vehicles across the dried up waddies that had very soft sand in them. During that time, we were also moving through some of the sort of scrub and bush that had become very dry, and there was a couple of fires that started up. One of them several kilometres away that we were able to track with the UAVs and avoid, and another one that nearly surrounded us earlier on in the patrol. So that took us about 500 kilometres to get there. When we reached Menaka, we lived in a UN base there, along with the Togolese and Nigerian battalions that were based there. Patrolled for about a week, and the area around Menaka was very interesting in that there were a lot of legally armed groups around there that we would meet and talk with and check that the weapons they were holding were legal weapons for what they were doing. And then turning around and then heading back. And in all, over about 1,500 kilometres, there was a 3-week patrol. It took us about a week to get there, probably around a week to 10 days when we got there, and then a shorter journey on the way back. A real toll on the people and especially on the vehicles travelling those distances, but a fantastic experience and great to be able to provide some additional security to the people in the town that were so far away. I mean, down at the tactical level, there were a whole load of lessons that we took away, and I don't just mean things about how to operate and live in those temperatures at such long distances and so far away from resupply, but I think about how we could disperse ourselves across a wide area, act as a reconnaissance force. And I speak as an infantry officer. We had the Queen's Dragoon Guards with us, as well as soldiers from 2 Royal Anglian. So understanding how you spread yourself out, how you use your intelligence and surveillance equipment to get a picture of what is going on, and then by feeding an intelligence picture back, you can then actually act in a way that allows you to interdict armed groups. I think those lessons, the integration of ISR, and I think the operating over a dispersed area, are the real tactical lessons that will be taken back.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.